Good morning and welcome. I have finally received my beautiful Hinoki brush set from Sonia G, and I wanted to do a demo with you so that we can see how the brushes perform using different types of, base products. So I'm really excited for this. I ordered this off Beautylish the day that they released, and I had a really good experience with Beautylish this time around. They were fucking around with like shipping costs and stuff like that last year around the summer when the rules in the EU changed. However, I had a fantastic experience. I ordered, in fact, I don't know whether I just made the cut because when you add taxes and everything, the order was around $150, but I could make use of their free express shipping. I didn't have to pay any additional shipping costs and everything arrived promptly. So they're finally here, and I just wanted to try them together with you. Now, when it comes to like fude Japanese artisan brushes, I am a casual, admirer. I don't have much experience with like the variety of the different type of like bristles and brands, and I don't buy every single release from Sonia G. I will kind of go about it as, oh, are there interesting shapes, or is there something specific which attracts me to the set? For example, with the Hinoki set, I was very attracted by the variety of types of brushes that you got, the price obviously, and the fact that you could use some of them for your base makeup like foundation and concealer. And with this specific set, it comes with these two brushes, and the wooden handles are made of Japanese cypress, which is called Hinoki. They have these absolutely beautiful details on both of them with the birds, which are I think cranes. Absolutely gorgeous. The logo of Sonia G, and apparently the cranes symbolize happiness, beauty and longevity. I think it's really sweet. So Sonia G always manages to put like such like personal touch to the products that she creates. So to go back to, I don't buy all the releases. I really enjoy her brand and her as a person and an appreciator of fude brushes. So I'm more than happy to buy her brushes when I see something really unique. And in the case of these two brushes, I was very intrigued by the shapes of these, because the smaller brush has this like angled moment going on. They're both, by the way, undyed Psycho goat hair. And while I have seen angled face brushes, this one just has like such an interesting shape to it. It looks a little bit like flared, but at the same time the bristles have a bit of give and they're a little bit sparse. So I think that you can easily deposit product and blend it out with this brush. And when it comes to the bigger brush, I don't know that I would call this brush like very unique in terms of its shape, but for me this brush is very unique because I don't really have a brush like this in my collection. I've seen other people use brushes with this specific shape to apply blush and bronzer, and I've always been intrigued by the possibility to use such a like big fluffy rich brush in order to like just apply a bit more of a almost like less precise and more diffuse bronzer. So I'm going to try the brushes together with you. I've already done my base makeup. I'm actually filming in the meantime also a pet pairing video, so the eye look will be in a different video. So if you'd like to check that out, I will leave a link to it if it's already up. So let's start with the bigger brush, which I'm going to use on this side to apply both my bronzer and my blush. I think I'm probably going to enjoy this specifically for bronzer, but I would like to try it for blush as well. And then I think for highlighter, I'm going to go in with the small brush. I'm going to take the MAC Studio Sculpt Defining Powder in the shade Delphic. And I'm going to do a bit of swirly swirl because this bronzer is quite old and it has a little bit of a hard pan on it. I did pick up some of the product, but not too much. As you can see, it's right on the tip of the bristles. And of course, this is like super soft. And like I said, because it's more of a fluffy brush, it's going to apply more of like a wash instead of like full-on pigment. But you can immediately tell that it deposited and blended everything effortlessly within a couple of seconds, basically. I don't technically need to go with more product, but I will, because I'm just enjoying the sensation of this brush on my face so much. Alright, let's see if we can use this brush also to apply blush. It is a little bit big for my personal face for blush, but I'm going to try to be a little bit more strategic and just apply the blush here in like the more middle portion of the brush so that I can deposit and blend a bit more precisely. Oh, okay, I think I need to remove some of the product. I applied too much. And see whether I can blend that blush out a bit more. I think we can agree it blended out the blush really beautifully. With that said, I don't have a very big face, so I think for me this is going to be more of a bronzer brush than really a blush brush. Now let's take the small angled guy and go into Whisper of Guilt, the highlighter that's present in this duo. I think I'm just going to like apply the brush like this and then just immediately blend. It fits very nicely on your cheekbones, and it's very soft and it diffuses the product immediately, obviously. I didn't really have any doubts that these brushes are going to be fantastic in doing their job, but it's really nice to experience it. So on the other side of my face, I actually want to use the small brush for everything. Okay, so let's give a try to the same bronzer. I'm going to go in with this brush again, and I think what this is going to be good for is more targeted placement of the product. So if I really wanted to increase the perimeter on which I deposit it immediately, this would be less of a practical brush for that, because I would have to go back and forth, as I am going now, several times in order to apply the bronzer. I think if you use contour, this is going to be perfect for contour, because it just fits so nicely right here underneath your cheekbone to give you a nice chiseled cheek. I don't really do chiseled cheek, I don't use contour at all already for years. So this is really lovely also for bronzer, but I feel like you have to go back and forth a few more times than you would with the big brush. I'm going to clean it off a bit and then go in with the same blush that I did before. Again, I think I picked up quite a bit. They do pick up a good amount of product. Oh yeah. This is a much better size for my cheeks for the placement of blush. And what I really like about this brush is that because the bristles are long and they're not super densely packed and they have a little bit of gift and a little bit of like flair to them, they blend out very beautifully and very easily. And finally, I'm just going to go back into the highlighter. Well, this was short and sweet, not to anyone's surprise. These brushes performed beautifully. They are very versatile. If I was someone who also applied powder over top of my concealer, I think this would fit perfectly underneath the eyes as well. I just don't do that because it doesn't fit my personal preferences. But overall, I'm really happy with the brushes. I think they're really unique shapes. I'm really excited for this like big fluffy brush. I've always wanted to have a brush with this specific shade to apply my bronzer. And overall, I am really happy to have this set. I think this was a good purchase for me, something unique, something new to my collection, and I just think the brushes are, like, visually speaking, so beautiful. As usual, Sonia has done a fantastic job, and I'm just really like here to admire her dedication to the cause. Anyway, I'm going to keep this video short and sweet. I'm curious whether you picked up these brushes. I know a lot of you did. Let me know if you already received them. What are your thoughts? What are you using these brushes for? I know that you're not supposed to use these with cream products, but I'm actually wondering if I could try to use these with cream products. Would that really damage the bristles, or can I get away with it? Please let me know. Because I have this one from Sonia, for example, which is her Sculpt 4 brush, and I do use this one with cream products all the time, even with foundation. And I haven't really noticed a decline in the quality of the brush or anything, so I'm just really curious what all of you hardcore fude fans are going to say. Yay or nay? Can I use them with cream products, or should I stay away from that? Thanks so much for your feedback. As usual, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!